So who do we want to see the most in prime time this year?
Yeah.
That is our draft for today. Sir, you are away.
I mean, I'm going to go with them right off the bat. Houston. I want to see them this year. I want to see them how they handle this. C.J. Stroud. I mean, of course. I mean, it's the greatest rookie year we ever saw other than Dan Marino. It looks like he's ready to take the league by storm. They are a young football team. They got better. They're one of the teams that won the offseason. So, yeah, I know they're leading off the segment here, but they're no joke. Well, definitely one of the teams I want to see more of this year because of the quarterback, the style of play in which they play is fun, and I want to see if they can kind of handle the pressure of the primetime moments.
Well, and they've got games at home against the Ravens, Bills, Dolphins, Lions, and Bears. They're on the road against the Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, and Vikings. They have plenty of games, and that's not even counting their 6 divisional games, which are always tough matchups. A lot of great games to choose from to move around on the chessboard, whether it's late afternoon or evening or short week or whatever.
Right.
I want to see Texans, Cowboys in that 4:30 p.m. kick on
Thanksgiving. Oh, I know you do. I know.
All right, I'll go with the Lions. Kneecap biters in year 2 of their charmed existence. Where are they going from here? The games will be high stakes. They're in a tough division. We saw them several times last year. Right. I want to see more of them. That Saturday night game against the Cowboys, Week 17, with the controversial. What was the guy's name?
Yeah,
Number 70. All I know
Skipper,
is 70.
Right? Wasn't that Dan Skipper?
Dan Skipper,
right.
yeah. I want to see more Lions games.
Yeah.
We had fun at the Lions-Buccaneers playoff game. I want to see more Lions games.
I mean, the Lions you're almost guaranteed of a good game, fun game, aggressive, big plays, right? With their mentality of going for it on 4th down, and then their mentality offensively with Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator, it's attack. It's either attack with a big throw down the field, or we have a really cool running play, and you're going to watch Jahmyr Gibbs with 3 rockets up his ass take off and do something cool that way. So I'm with you there, right? I want to pick teams, again, that I know we haven't seen a ton of, right, where it's like they're new. Of course, I want to see Mahomes and the Chiefs in primetime, but I'm trying to stay away from that a little bit right now. All right, the next one I'm going to go to here, I think I got to pick the Jets. I got to see it.
No.
I got to go Jets. I do. I want to see it. I mean, again,
you want to see Tyrod Taylor?
Well, I'm hoping Aaron Rodgers stays healthy because you're right. If he's not Aaron Rodgers, it changes things. But yeah, hoping he stays healthy. The talent they have on the football team, the pressure and expectations that are around that right now, right? Some of the things Rodgers says and does off the field, right? And does that's more attention on the Jets and things there. So, yeah, the Jets to me are one of the teams I definitely want to see more in prime time.
I got my fill of the Jets last year.
You're scarred?
I don't want them to be as high profile as they were last year, because last year it was a disaster. And with a 40-year-old quarterback coming off of
But you're going to be disappointed if they're like 9-2 and you're going to go, well, they got scarred last year.
Flex them.
And now this year we want to see them and they're good. Okay, you're right. The flex can happen, even though it doesn't seem to happen that much.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't. Maybe it will this year if the Jets are better and some of the games they schedule aren't. I'm stuck here between
do I
two.
pick Minnesota or do I pick the Steelers?
I'm thinking about the Steelers.
Which one do I pick?
How about the Bears? Let's stay in the NFC North. Let's see Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Drop him in prime time. Baptism by fire. Let's see what this kid can do.
I think they could be fun. Their D is in your face and aggressive. We've alluded to that a lot this offseason.
And they've played well in prime time in recent years. Remember what they did to the Patriots a couple of years ago?
Remember they did the Commanders last year, right? I mean, they beat your Vikings on Monday night. I mean, they whooping your ass on the regular over there. So
why am I picking teams out of the
I
NFC
know, I
North
don't know, but I
like
it. I do want to see them.
I'm
thought
scarred
about
by
them.
Kirk Cousins being in Minnesota. I didn't want any primetime games.
Caleb Williams in primetime might be a whole new story. So yeah, but I definitely want to see them, and them in primetime would be interesting. I don't know if they're worthy of that yet, but I would think they get at least a few.
4.
Yeah,
I'll go 4.
You think it's 4? You think it'll be that many?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, since we're here, this was going to be my pick last round, is the Green Bay Packers. Yeah. Damn, when the NFC North is well represented here. But yeah, the NFC, one, defense really good, but Jordan Love, what we saw, their weapons, if Christian Watson's hamstring can stay healthy, Josh Jacobs at running back, right? It feels like the Packers are one of those teams where you'd go, forget, like they're not catching anybody off guard. It feels like they could be a team where you go, Man, can the Packers be one of the best teams in the NFC when it's all said and done this year? I think they have that type of talent. Yeah.
You had me pegged. Nope. Nope.
Terrible towel.
Oh,
Here
with
we
Justin
go.
Fields and Russell Wilson and that defense, and they're in every game, and they're fun, especially at home when they play Renegade. And they don't – Art Rooney typically doesn't like night games at home. And I think the more he complains about it, the more he gets. Maybe he didn't complain this year, so he doesn't get as many. But Steelers in prime time, yes, absolutely.
I know. I wonder how the league will feel about them too, right? Because it's like, they're kind of that – a little above the middle of the pack, but you're right. I mean, it's still the Steelers. The quarterback thing is interesting. They don't necessarily always play the sexiest brand of football, like for, primetime games, right? They have scored us a few times with some of their games in primetime over the last few years.
They're going to be fun this year.
But I think so too. I know. That's why I'm interested to know how many does the league give them? A little bit like we talked about with a few other teams. Just, how do they gauge them and their interest throughout the country?
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.